Well, today there was suddenly a meeting about the Forever Canadian petition here in Alberta after it's been ignored for a really long time. Well, the UCP recently suddenly just started lying about the petition. Like, they started lying that the petition was to have a referendum, but in reality, the petition was filed as a legislative or policy proposal, and the Forever Canadian petition was to put this whole discussion on Alberta separating from Canada to bed. So the UCP is doing what I personally interpret, in my opinion, to be doing, is manufacturing this whole thing. So the thing is during this meeting on the Forever Canadian petition today, UCP sent out a press release. That press release stated the conclusion of the meeting. It said that there was going to be a referendum question on Alberta separating, but the meeting hadn't concluded yet, and the motion was still being debated. In other words, the UCP sent out a press release about the outcome of a meeting that hadn't yet been voted on, and it included quotes that hadn't been said yet. So in other words, this had a predetermined outcome. It's theater. This happens in authoritarian regimes, by the way. Just briefly, authoritarian theater refers to the performative tactics used by autocratic regimes to consolidate power, manufacture public consent, and project an illusion of popular legitimacy. Rather than relying solely on brute force, these regimes rely heavily on elaborate political spectacles. Key components of this phenomenon include democratic facades, holding heavily manipulated elections or referendums designed to give the illusion of popular support, even when the outcome is predetermined or the opposition is suppressed. Performative governance, using staged public rallies, photo ops, and choreographed media appearances to project an image of infallible leadership, strength, and unity. Scapegoating and distraction, creating theatrical outrage over manufactured crises or designated enemies of the state to divert public attention from domestic failures, economic troubles, or human rights abuses. I think it's worth noting here that the enemies of the state for the UCP that they've picked, it's Ottawa. But anyways, that's it.